Good morning, all. If you're in the UK, if you're in the Netherlands, good afternoon. How are we today? I hope everyone's wonderful. Unfortunately, I didn't have a good day yesterday after that third Arsenal goal went in. I was rather unhappy. But anyway, welcome to RVTV. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell thingy if you want to be informed when we're on. Expecting a couple of guests today, but they have said they're running a little bit late, so not a problem. So we'll get started first with the debacle in Milan during the week. Okay, we'll go for the lineup. It's Forster, Romero, Dyer, Langley, Royal, Skip, Saar, Perisic, Kulu, Kane, and Son. What can I say? I don't think we actually played that badly. Their goal was a catalogue of errors. I think Dyer could have done an awful lot better. I think Forster probably could have done a bit better, and Romero. But it was... I kind of expected it. But then... You know, the two young lads in the middle, I thought played absolutely brilliant. Skip and Saar. I'm really hoping that they are going to be our central midfield too for a long time coming. Skip has just got boundless amounts of energy, and Saar just has that quality. I think he runs a bit like Anthony Gardner, but I think he's going to be more like Moussa Dembele. That is something that we have to say. I don't know if we got lucky or if it was actually proper scouting, which seems unusual with Tottenham. But to sign him, I'm not sure how much we paid for him, but I don't think it was too much. And I'd love to see us go back to doing these kind of things, signing young players. I know there's a lot of people who are desperate to, they want it now. Give it to me now. I kind of like the project when it to have something to look forward to when you've got some young players in there and you're excited about them. I don't get so excited about superstars. I mean, Richarlison, to be honest, I think he hasn't had a chance yet, but I'm a little bit disappointed with. I know he only gets 10, 15 minutes here and there. But he really should be grabbing that by the ears. And it doesn't look like he is. Anyway, I have one of my first guests coming on. The man, the legend, the fighting Irish. Welcome, Kev.
Oh, that was a great intro. I loved that. Yeah. The whole street's laughing at me now. Okay. Yeah.
Of course they're not. How are you, mate? You're right.
Not too bad, not too bad. I'm still not great health-wise after this poxy flu or whatever it was, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it.
Took me right out.
Yeah, that really didn't sound good. I hope you're getting better, and I'm glad to hear that you've peeled the spuds for the roast later.
Yeah, I have. The missus always glad of that. Yeah, one of the jobs I do.
Yeah. What about the carrots? Do the carrots?
We got all them. Yeah, that's all done. Yeah.
Good stuff. Right, so I was just talking.
Nearly one. Sorry, it's going to be nearly one today because of the match. So before then, because I might be going down the pub to watch this one. So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, surrounded by Gooners. Are there any West Ham fans in Ireland?
Oh, I don't know of any, but they're bound to turn up today. You know, in my luck.
They'll all be closet Gooners, though, won't they?
Yeah.
I was just saying yesterday how that kind of ruined my day. I thought that Villa were actually going to win it.
Yeah.
And yeah, how lucky were they? But anyway.
Yeah.
So. And then City as well against Forest. What is it? Is it like the gods aligned or something that they want Arsenal to win this title? Because it seems every single pundit, every single newspaper, everything. Oh, Arsenal's going to have a Leicester season. No, shut up. Arsenal will never have a Leicester season. Arsenal have been spending money for years. It's
even the old FA now, the PGMOL are all like leaning towards them, giving them an easy ride now as well because they're hard done by last week. You know what I mean? first team ever to be not lose a game, but draw a game because of VAR. You know, I mean, terrible stuff. You know, it's never happened to us at all.
No, of course not. I mean, you know, never happened to Man City either.
Yeah, every damn week to everybody, you know. But all of a sudden, it's Arsenal, and he's just yeah.
I don't think I've ever disliked a manager this much.
No,
as I do Arteta. He is such a child.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't like George Graham that much. But, you know, he had a little bit about him. He had a bit of a personality. He was a dour Scot, but, you know, and of course he managed us as well, which wasn't the finest time of my life. But Arsene Wenger, even, I absolutely hated that bloke, but I don't hate him as much as I hate Arteta.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what can you say?
I think he's a fraud in as much as he's copied a lot of Wenger's work. You know, it's the same histrionics, the same gamesmanship. I didn't see this and I saw that and I want this, and you know, the whole game plan. You know, and the dirty fouling that gets bypassed by the public. You know, it's everything went on yesterday that was cheating. It's been you know, it's been swept by the wind. You know, I think how great are Arsenal, but they didn't go on about all the bad stuff they were up to. You know, that the Saka diving again and again and again. It's never mentioned.
That's funny, that, isn't it? But then again, I think that most of the people who are sort of up the top at the BBC now were probably just starting to get into football when Arsenal were really good. So there's probably hundreds of Arsenal fans who work at the BBC. And they probably kept it quiet for a little while when they weren't so good. And now, oh my God, Arsenal. Oh, yeah. God. Anyway, let's we digress. Let's get back onto Tottenham.
Cool.
AC Milan, what did you think?
Oh God, yeah. Well, I expected a 1-0 loss, to be honest, but it was the way we went about it. It was just rubbish. You know, the goal that he let in. You know, it's a calamity.
I didn't think we actually played that badly.
No. All in all, if we'd have nicked a goal and got a 1-1, it would have been a fair result, I think. You know.
Yeah.
But we would, as we always do away in Europe this time of year. What do? We don't bother trying. We're running in treacle as usual every time. No matter what competition it is, whether it be the Europa, the ECL, or whatever, it comes to after Christmas and we think, can we be bothered this year? Is it
worth it? To get top four so we can get it again next year?
Yeah, exactly. Rinse and repeat, isn't it? It's every year.
Yeah.
It's anyway, you know, all them.
We have another guest just about to come on. The sniper from Stockton.
Aye.
Oh, the hero of High Wycombe. It's Simon Says. How are you, mate? You're right.
How are we doing, gents? All right. Sniper from Stockton. Right.
I'm trying to think of something to. Yeah.
I deny that in court.
So, how's things there, Si?
Yeah, pretty good, mate. Pretty good. Buzzing at the minute because, as you know, I'm a Teesside Lions basketball fan, and we won our local derby last Sunday, and we're playing them in the cup again this Sunday at their place. So should be good.
Where's their place?
It's Middlesbrough College.
Okay.
So,
right.
And we beat them last week. Fantastic game. Massive sellout crowd and everything. It was just superb. Mexican waves, the full lot is brilliant. The only downer was he had a couple of vuvuzelas here. I don't know where you stand on vuvuzelas, but I can't stand them.
No,
I was in South Africa for that World Cup. The first game, Denmark versus the Netherlands. There was a guy stood behind me. And he kept blowing this vuvuzela in my ear, and I turned around and I said, "Listen, mate, if you don't stop doing that, I'm going to shove it where the sun don't shine." Yeah. Which is not a great idea when you're in South Africa saying it to a South African. But he moved, so that was good. Yeah. So, Simon, your thoughts on Tuesday in Milan?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm late. Yeah, it's mixed, really, because obviously technically it's a 1-0 loss. I didn't think we played that bad. There were obviously the goal was a bit bizarre, wasn't it? It's fantastic double save from Forster. But you know, when you're as determined as that guy to score, when you're going to throw yourself at two Spurs players to head the ball into the net, then fair enough, deserve the goal. And I think you can't not go to the San Siro and expect them not to score. You have to expect them to score. It's how you deal with that. That's the thing. I think any team you're playing at their home ground, you've got to expect them to score. But yeah, we were a bit toothless up front, although Skip and Sarr, fantastic.
Yeah. I thought the defence played really well, midfield as well. But Kulu Kane's son played okay, I thought. I'm really banging that Son drum at the moment because I really want him to get back. But he's just, yeah.
I think he's in the wrong position at the minute. I think, you know, he comes to life when he's a bit more central or centre right almost. We've seen that when he's switched and he's scored, you know, that left foot curler, which is beauty. But out there on the left, he just seems, I know what I mean by playing the right, because he'll come back and he'll do like a Højbjerg in the middle there where he'll harass and harangue and disrupt the midfield and win the ball back and play a decent pass out and get us going. But it's not the Son, obviously, that we want as far as potential. But yeah, I think we can have them in the return leg, no problem. I think even for today, you know, Højbjerg's back, Romero's back. I didn't think Romero played all that well, to be honest, against Milan. I think he was a bit.
I think Dyer would have been had the opportunity to cut out that first goal. If he come across, then maybe he might have. You know what Dyer's like. He's just like a bloke with clown shoes on, isn't he? So he probably would have given a penalty away, but he could have stopped it. Whereas he's just stood there pointing, you know.
He keeps going towards the ball with his hands behind his back and as if to block the shot, but then stops 6 yards away from him and just stands there. Like, you're giving him all the time in the world to think about what to do.
Yeah.
The chances are you're not going to give the penalty away. Well, Dyer would, but any defender, you know, you can see the ball unless they're doing some kind of like weird trickery with a ball where they lift it over you or something. You're going to get the ball 80% of the time. Just stop the bloody shot coming in or the cross coming in. It's defending 101, isn't it?
But I mean, this is seriously why we needed two centre backs in the transfer window in the summer. Actually, no, probably the summer before last. We needed two centre backs. Davis and Dyer have been here 9 years. They were back up when they came in. Now they're first team players. How does that work?
Yeah.
I like Davies actually. I think
he's a consummate professional, and he does his job well. But I don't think he's good enough for our team. If we want to be pushing top four, he could be a backup.
He's a utility man. You can put him anywhere in the back.
Exactly.
He can do a job.
Can he play right?
He's not elite level, is he? He's extremely good, and I don't want to get rid of him. But you know, if we get, you know, a couple of decent defenders in on transfer, and they're injured or whatever, or you know, they're not match fit or whatever it is, you want him there to do a job for us, and he will. That's what Davies is good at. But it's very obvious. I mean, even he must know I'm just holding this, you know, until I get moved around again or whatever. He must know.
Coming off the suspense, he can be moved about and they can shuffle the team about. You know, he's going to do a steady job wherever he goes in, wherever he slots in across the back. Yeah, he's got the occasional goal in him as well. He's not few and far between, but
he's got a decent pass on him as well.
Yeah.
But what do we think about Longley, who supposedly is his on loan replacement?
Gone backwards.
Mediocre at best, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that was a Conte signing, or do you think that was a Dr. Evil signing? God, bloody hell, you're both speechless.
I might be Simon.
You go, Kev. You go, Kev.
I think he was leave his fingerprints all over that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Loves a bargain. Like, I'll get him in. Yeah.
It was a bargain.
Well, yeah, I don't think we don't have an option to buy, or we don't have an obligation to buy, do we?
Yeah.
It's not on him, is it?
Which, yeah, I don't know. I want to. He seems like a nice bloke, and yeah. Well, so does Eric Dyer, and so does Ben Davies. But yeah, and I want them to do well, but unfortunately, they're not doing well enough.
You don't win things with nice players, though, do you? You want players that have got that extra level of determination, aggression.
Yeah. And shithousery.
Yeah.
So why the fuck did we get rid of Lamella?
Because we're naive as fuck ourselves. We always play we play the right way, but it's the wrong way. Yeah.
Let's be fair. Lamella was so inconsistent. He wouldn't show up for half a dozen games, and then he'd like. I don't know.
The Derby he always showed up for. That was the main thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. Bring him on for 2 games a year.
We got Brian Hill from Sevilla, and we gave them Eric Lamella, and I think it was 20 million. And now Sevilla have got 20 million, Brian Hill, and Lamella.
Yeah.
It's so that's another brilliant bit of business from old Dr. Evil, Danny Boy.
Yeah, it does.
He really. When do you think he's gonna? Is he that arrogant that he thinks that his decision making on the football side is going to get better? Because it's been absolutely shite for years now. It's. I mean, I know. Yeah, obviously, if you make that much money, you're going to be arrogant. You're going to be, oh, look at me, how great I am. But don't you think there's a little bit thinking, fucking hell, I've had a nightmare here. Yeah, the Magnificent Seven. Who was that? Ericsson worked out okay out of them, and I'd probably say Chadley. The rest of them, Paulinho, Kiriches, I can't even remember the other names. They were, crap. Waste of money.
On the whole, yeah. Yeah, I think I think for me it's a two-facedness. He openly says in interviews that recruitment is a problem and has been for years, and brings Paratici in.
Well, hire someone good then.
Yeah, exactly. And yet he goes and he's got his fingerprints all over things like Longley and things like that. It's like, well, pick one. Do you know what I mean? Either get hands off or get hands on and get fired for doing a crap job. It's a two-facedness that does it. I wouldn't care if he's like some of these like Frank Lampard or something where, yeah, I'm crap, but I'm doing my best, but I'm crap. Fire me if you want. Yeah, that kind of thing. But or just like, I don't want nothing to do with the football side anymore. I still love Spurs. I'm still going to be up in the box. I'll get the best guys in and let them get on with it. But he seems to be doing both at the same time, which he can't do both.
Yeah, stick to the property, stick to the hotels. He wants to build a hotel, was it a theatre or a swimming pool or something? Did he say the other day in his interview? They ain't leaving. They've got their cash cow. They want to turn Tottenham into the new Hackney, because you remember how bad Hackney used to be, or Islington? No, Islington. Islington used to be an absolute shithole, and now it's full of hooray Henrys. Yeah, they want to turn Tottenham into that, and I'm not sure it's going to be that easy, but.
Well, 14 managers, isn't it? In 21 years, that's it's a sad indictment of his tenure or Ennick's tenure. Villa used to have Deadly Doug,
Yes,
we got Deadly Daniel, and he doesn't give the managers a chance. Half of them, he doesn't back them. He doesn't back them, but he sacks them.
But he seems to think, if I could buy this guy on the cheap, then we could sell him for 20 million more. Next transfer window, then I could buy another hotel, or I could buy some more of those blocks of flats.
It's always about the balance sheets with him. It always has been.
Yeah, and you know what? I wouldn't mind that if it was producing results, or if you know, it's a clear definition, like separate or anything. But it's not, and it's just like with the whole that and the gentrification, Jens, that you were saying, and just like what are you doing? Like nobody else would put up with this in any other walk of life, and it just shows like the way his relationship as well with like the supporters trust. And like he just put it as a nominal thing. He doesn't really give a toss what supporters think.
No, of course not.
He takes no notice of the supporters trust whatsoever, and the whole gentrification thing as well was just like, get out, man. It just Dr. Evil could not be more appropriate moniker for him, to be honest. Get out.
Yeah.
I'm not fussed with Enoch out. I want Levy out. I think Enoch are, you know, they pop in now and again. Here's 150 million, or you know, it's obviously not enough or whatever. But I've got no problem with them because we're in a much better position financially than we were when Alan Sugar was in charge and all that. But it's their relationship with Levy that's messing it up for me.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I watched a bit of the under 21s against Everton on Friday. I have to say I was quite impressed. Romain Mundle and Devine, they look really, really good. When Devine came off, we basically fell to pieces. But we managed to get a draw. But it's nice to see Fagan Walcott and Lyons Foster back in the centre of defence. I think that, yeah, they're probably not going to make it at Spurs, but they will make it in football. Maybe League One, Championship. You never know. They could do an Adam Smith, turn up in playing for Bournemouth in the Premier League. It's but it was exciting. It was nice to see because I remember watching them earlier in the season when Fagan Walcott and Lyons Foster were out. And yeah, Charlie Sayers was there and he looks good. But there was another guy, I think it was Matthew Craig, who's really not a central defender. And we looked terrible. But yeah.
Where does Devine play?
Central mid, attacking midfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's and we've got this new guy from Chelsea, Sonshuk Bell or something. He looks quite lively, but I don't think he's. We paid quite a lot of money for him, actually. He's I don't think he doesn't look very special. Maybe he's just working his way in. I don't know. But, right, I've just been informed that the missus is going to be back in 10 minutes.
Oh.
So we will quickly go on to Spurs versus the Wham.
Okay.
Historically, we always thrash them. You know, we've got people available back, so it should be. I know Lloris is available, but I still prefer Forster, to be honest, because I get a bit jittery when Lloris is in now, especially considering the amount of mistakes are becoming more and more frequent. Forster was superb against Milan, and he's been solid in all the other games he's played in. I think we should start Forster. Romero is on the fence for me as well, to be honest, of his recent performance, but I still think he should play because I don't think West Ham will be able to handle him. And
we don't have anyone better.
Well, yeah. And I think the whole Skip and Sarr thing should be explored more. I think them two and Højbjerg in the middle, like with them two either side of him, will be a fantastic combination. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
I wouldn't pay Højbjerg at all. I think he's been terrible recently.
No, he does what he does. He got that assist for Kane for his 267. And he did that because of what he does. He's proper in there, almost like old school, first division footy. I'm getting this ball, whether you like it or not, and I may give a foul, I might not. And he just about gets the pass away. That's what we need. Like, I know it's almost the opposite to Eriksen in terms of finesse and everything, but it's not all about finesse for me. I think that's why we've got like Skip and Sarr to play slick passes, and Perisic as well delivers a decent ball. We need someone as a disruptor, especially against teams like.
When was that?
When was what?
When did Perisic last deliver a decent ball?
Well, he took that free kick the other day, and
I'm just taking a piss, but seriously, he hasn't been. He's 34 years old. He's not. We can't expect him to pull up trees, and I am expecting him to pull up trees. So.
He plays a full 90. He's got no problem playing a full 90. He is good positionally. I think he's the best we've got on the left wing, like banging him in. I can't see anybody else. God forbid Cess. I
know you love Cess.
Something is going to break in my house if Sessegnon is in that lineup. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, as long as it's not your fist on the wall, because that's painful, man.
Yeah.
So, what do you reckon then, Kev?
I put down Davis instead of Sessegnon. I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know if he can do a proper job there, but I don't want to see Sessegnon there because it is a dead end.
Yeah.
He's no outlet and just bombs up and down, but doesn't do anything. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
And I really hope Kulu comes back into form as well. He's been a bit absent lately.
Yeah,
a bit.
I've got Richie in for Son. I don't think Son should be playing, to be honest, but he will.
Well, that's the thing. Nobody thinks that Son should be playing, but
not starting anyway.
No, not starting. Yeah. Do you think that Stellini is going to maybe change something?
Yeah, I do. Well, I mean, I don't know how much control Conte has.
Yeah.
But Stellini's got 100% record at the minute, so.
Yeah. It would be nice to, it'd be nice to see him shake it up a bit, mix it up a bit. But
I think when Richarlison came on, I don't think he's as good as Son or anything like that.
Oh, definitely.
He falls over too much and he loses the ball a fair bit, but you can see he's raring to go and Burton seems to go. And I think if he got a start, I think we'd be 2-0 up by half time. I think we're going to thrash them 4-0, 5-0.
Yeah.
Wow. I'd like that.
I admire your confidence. I wish I was that confident because I'm worried about.
That's if Richarlison starts. I think he's going to bang in a couple.
Yeah.
That would be very nice. So, Kev, your prediction. What do you reckon?
2-1 to Spurs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kane with both of them.
That'd be nice. I think I'm going to go for a draw.
What?
Yeah. I just. There doesn't seem to be an awful lot of happy vibes around the Tottenham High Road at the moment. Obviously, Conte being sick, the result in midweek, the result last weekend was it just there seems to be there's some real heavy vibes, man. And it's their cup final, isn't it? They always raise themselves for the game against us.
Yeah.
Or games against us. Which I could never understand because, I mean, for Christ's sake, your rivals are Millwall. It's not our fault. They're rubbish and they're never in the Premier League. But, they seem to want to create a rivalry with us, and especially with the hooligans and stuff like that. Yeah. But anyway, talking to hooligans, next week, I shall be at the Tottenham versus Chelsea match.
Yay!
That's an early kickoff next week. I think it's
1:30 on Sunday. Is it 1:30 or 2:30?
Yeah.
12:30.
So what time are we doing the podcast then?
We're not. Unless I can send you the link if you want, and you can do it.
No, you're all right. You enjoy yourself, mate.
Why aren't you doing it live on the walk down the old high road, mate? Just do it.
You think I'm doing a shelf side Spurs? And, look at
me. You wouldn't be the first.
Exactly. Yeah. But I got a very interesting message the other day from someone who used to do shelf side Spurs with me. That apparently he is doing my dirty work by slagging him off. So I just like to say, Alan, You're really not that important. I couldn't give a fuck what's happening with you. Thank you very much. Anyway, anyone got anything to plug?
No.
No? Okay. Apologies for that. I just, yeah, anyway. Okay. Well, have a wonderful Sunday and let's hope for 3 points. If any of you are about, Eugene's doing a show, a watch along later on. So get in the comments, or if you want to go on, then I said I may well go on, but I doubt it.
Probably not advisable if I'm in the pub this afternoon. So.
No, absolutely.
I'm not a definite, but I'm waiting for the neighbour to contact me. So
yeah. Cool, man. Okay. Lovely to see you. And
You too, man.
Come on, you Spurs.
See you next time.
Come on, Spurs.
Have a good week next week as well, by the way, when you're over.
I hope I will. Take care.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. Yeah. All right, then, go.